Today, I want to show off another team. This is using double enemies if you're already an enemy player that you can make for relatively cheap. You don't even need to use your bird. All you need is your anemones to be able to build this team. Our last backliner is Puff. He's one of the Axies that you get for free and that you'll be able to play with. So I'm going to kind of show you the build and then we'll kind of hop into game. Currently, the way I'm running mine is I am running this non-multi attacks get 10% bonus damage. If you have more of those, you can use more of these. I only have 2 of them, so I'm using them on my middle and my backliner. For the front guy, I am using this Restore Health. There's also some decent runes you can have for Aquas. If you have those, you can swap those in as well. But the reason why I'm using Puff is because of this ability here. Deal 22% bonus damage if health is above 66%. So the way this works is you get it in your first hand because you have innate. You're able to exile it, and it just increases the damage of every card here. And as long as you're decent on health, you'll be good and you'll be able to do a ton of damage. And this card here just like splashes and does so much damage. So I really do like this build. For my midliner, I am running currently one with Carrot. The reason why I'm running Carrot instead of like your normal Nemo is just because it gains an extra energy and I happen to have it as like Axie that I could swap into. If you happen to have Carrot as well for one of your anemones, then you can use Carrot. But if you don't, then just run the ones with double Nemo and that will be totally fine. Personally, I prefer, instead of having Lamb, to have Piranha Mouth. Jinx is a pretty decent card here. Clear is okay because it's going to be able to ditch a card and kind of draw me more cards. So whenever I need to really like swap into cards, I can do that as well. And then you have your enemies, which just don't do really much damage and are not very good cards. But this is just a build that I was trying to show that's like kind of budget and that you may already have. If you don't have these Axies already, let me show you what alternatives I find are better than these Axies that you can go with. Again, if you want to use my Lunacian code, it helps me out a ton. So thank you very much if you do decide to use it, and it does not cost you anything to use. Okay, so on the marketplace, here are some other choices that I think you can go with other than what I was talking about. I really like Oranda, and the reason I like Oranda is it works very well against healing decks. The reason why is if you look at this card, what it does is it dispels 1 buff from a target up to 5 stacks. It says 2 times, so it actually dispels 2 buffs from a target up to 5 stacks. So it's really, really powerful. It will get rid of an opponent that has like a healer deck, and if you run 2 of these guys with the Orandas plus Nemos on them and like just like, you know, some other decent cards, the rest of them can be like whatever you like. Like this is a decent setup. I just wouldn't go with Sandal because Sandal's kind of not great, and then also like Earwig is not great, but like anything that has like more aggressive damage is totally fine. So we can look at like Oranda. We definitely want Nemo, and then the rest is like pretty much it does not matter. It's up to you what you go with. We can just go with 6 Purity because I think 6 Purity will be the easiest. Probably don't want to have Risky Fish and Goldfish. Those cards are okay, but like not very often that you're going to want them. So let's look at this one just to see if it's kind of what we're looking for. So yeah, like this one wouldn't be bad actually, and it's already been bought. Personally, I think this is a very good one. You have this here, which adds 70 shield to you and gives you a damage boost. So this is pretty good. Like you can save up your midliner. Like sometimes like you may just need a little extra shield to be able to live. So I think this one would have been a good choice that you can go for or something like that. Again, we can look on the marketplace, and if we want to hide a card, like let's say we do not want an enemy here, we don't want either of the enemies, we can go here and then we can just hide them so they won't be showing up, and this will like limit our pool a little bit as well. And then if we don't want Risky Fish, we can do the same thing with Risky Fish. We can get rid of Risky Fish here, so none of them will have Risky Fish as the mouth card, and this will limit our pool to kind of, you know, see what else is available and what else we can look at. So here again, this one is not too bad. You can add Bubble onto your team. You have Catfish that will heal. Also, you have a draw card. So really the choices are up to you to decide if you want to switch up this team. I'm just going to show you how this team plays in Arena using the Anemone build. But if you want to swap into using the Arena build, I think this is a great and better version of it. And it's also relatively cheap. You're going to be buying 2 Axies for about $7 to $8 each, maybe up to 10, let's say. So up to $10 each per Axie. So it's not too expensive, and it can really do justice. And you can also swap in and use other parts from other Axies as well. You don't need to go 6 Pureness. You can go 3 to 4 to 5. It's really up to you to kind of mix and match. So now that I've talked about the team, let's kind of show it off in game as well. So we're going to hop into Arena. We're currently ranked Boar 5, currently ranked 2000. I haven't played in a day, actually. If I played yesterday, I probably would be like top 1000 again. I was like top 500 when I was last playing, but I haven't played in over a day, so this is kind of my current ranking. But I just want to show you this team and show you how well it works and how aggressive you can be as well. So here we go. We're going against another guy that's actually running Puff, like I was talking about, and he's using the Aranda Puff version that I happen to have mentioned. So here we're gonna pop that, and then we're just gonna hit him for some opening damage. And you can see already the 22 extra bonus damage plus the 10 bonus damage. We just hit him for 90 with one card there. We can also pull a card, Aqua card to the top. So let's make sure we can draw our Nemo for next turn. So we'll be able to hit him for 4 cards total. We gotta hope he doesn't play Watering Can, because Watering Can can be kind of annoying. Okay, he played Nemo. He gained himself extra energy. And there's the Aranda. Not the best draw we could have gotten, to be honest with you. But I think we just go for the 4 energy here, and then we go for that big card as well. Also, one thing you can do on the left-hand side, you can actually see what skills and what stuff your opponent has done. You can see if they've played skills or anything like that. So let's pop this, heal himself a little bit, and then pop the 4 bubbles. Very close to killing, but was not enough. Okay, so he gets a kill on my frontliner. Putting us about a turn behind him. But the nice thing is we've done some decent damage to all his Axies. So let's see if he decides to go for a stall. He's done 2 attacks this turn. So he did play Secret. So here we go. Let me just show this. He did play a Secret, and he played it on his frontliner, which means this is probably Watering Can. He probably is going to shield and heal up. So let's see what kind of card we want to start with first. Probably just use this card. So we put it down to 20 HP. Next card here, we can just go for this. That's fine. And then we'll hit him for our biggest damage card here, applying some damage to his midliner. Now we just got to hope and pray that he doesn't have a kill on my midline. Because if we can get my midline to live for 1 more turn, I think we have a really decent chance. We haven't drawn Carrot, so next turn we're actually going to have Carrot to be able to protect ourselves. I'm using all his Pure Waters to heal up his backliner. He just wants to make sure he has another turn as well. Oof, pretty rough draws, I would say. So I think we're going to go for Carrot here first because it's free damage. And then, again, I think we're just going to throw the bubbles because we should be able to get some kills off of it. He's now on 100 HP. We've ended our turn. He's not going to do as much damage anymore, so this is really good. And I think we're going to end up taking this victory here. And that's why I kind of like, if you're going to run an Aqua, you might as well just run the double Aqua setup instead of running a plant as well. I feel like running a plant, you're kind of nerfing your damage a little bit and making it a lot slower. It makes it a lot harder for you to be able to really pull off these victories here. And then, okay, so we drew pretty much everything. So we get initial damage, extra damage if we hit first. We'll go with that, and then we'll just play 1 more card to kill. And there you go. You can see how this team is played. Hopefully, you do find this video helpful. If you do, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.